Hello guys, let's discuss the 8 paradigms of literary criticism. First, what is literary criticism? Literary criticism is the study of discussion, evaluation, and interpretation of literature. Literary criticism asks what literature is, what it does, and what it is worth. Now, we are going to study the 8 paradigms of literary criticism. The first is formalism. The term formalism describes an emphasis on form over content or meaning in the arts, literature, or philosophy. A practitioner of formalism is called a formalist. A formalist, with respect to some discipline, holds that there is no transcendent meaning to that discipline other than the literal content created by a practitioner. The second paradigm is Marxism. Marxism is a method of socio-economic analysis that views class relations and social conflict using a materialist interpretation of historical development and takes a dialectical view of social transformation. It originates from the works of 19th century German philosophers Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. Marxism uses a methodology now known as historical materialism, to analyze and critique the development of capitalism and the role of class struggles in systematic economic change. The third paradigm is feminism. Feminism is a range of political movements, ideologies, and social movements that share a common goal to define, establish, and achieve political, economic, personal, and social equality of sexes. This includes seeking to establish educational and professional opportunities for women that are equal to those for men. The fourth paradigm is psychoanalytic. Psychoanalytic adopts the methods of reading employed by Freud and later theorists to interpret texts. It argues that literary texts, like dreams, express the secret unconscious desires and anxieties of the author, that a literary work is a manifestation of the author's own neuroses. One may psychoanalyze a particular character within a literary work, but it is usually assumed that all such characters and projections of the author's psyche. Paradigm is cultural criticism. Cultural criticism is what is practiced by cultural critics, the intellectuals formerly known as moralists and publicists. Structuralism is the methodology that implies elements of human culture must be understood by way of their relationship to a broader, overarching system or structure. It works to uncover the structures that underlie all the things that humans do, think, perceive, and feel. Alternatively, as summarized by philosopher Simon Blackburn, structuralism is the belief that phenomena of human life are not intelligible except through their interrelations. These relations constitute a structure behind local variations in the surface of phenomena. They are constant laws of abstract structure. Seventh paradigm is post-structuralism. Post-structuralism, sometimes referred as the French theory, associated with the works of a series of mid-20th century French continental philosophers and critical theorists who became the international prominence in the 1960s and 1970s. The term is defined by its relationship to the system before it. Structuralism, an intellectual movement developed in Europe from the early mid to 20th century. Structuralism proposed that one may understand human culture by its means of a structure, modeled on language, that differs from concrete reality and from abstract ideas, a third order that mediates between the two. The eighth and last paradigm is archetype. Archetype is a statement, pattern, or behavior, or prototype which other statements, pattern of behavior, and objects copy or emulate. Frequently used informal synonyms for this usage include standard example, basic example, and the longer of archetypal example. Mathematical archetypes appear as canonical example. A Planotic philosophical idea referring to pure forms which embody the fundamental characteristics of a thing in Platonism. A collectively inherited unconscious idea, pattern of thought, image, and etc. that is universally present in individual psyches and in Jungian psychology. A constantly recurring symbol or motif in literature, painting, or mythology. This usage of the term draws from both comparative anthropology and from Jungian archetypal theory. In various seemingly unrelated cases in classic storytelling, media, and etc., characters or ideas sharing similar traits recur.